Hey, hello and welcome back to another video. Now, at the time I'm recording this, I am a little sick, so there's that. Now, I am going to be ranking every Wendy skin in Don't Starve Together, and as of the time I'm making this video, there are 16 skins if I include base Wendy. Now, small disclaimer before I start, this is all based purely on my opinions. So, if you have different rankings, or if you feel differently about a skin, feel free to share them in the comments, and, let me know. But with that out of the way, let's get started. So, base Wendy. I like base Wendy. I think it's good. Now, preferably I would always use a skin, but for the standard design that Wendy has, it is nice. So, there's that. Next is Gladiator Wendy. Now, the weird thing to me about this skin is that she's in, like, a inferno fighting pit, right? Why does it look like she's dressed for a winter hunt, or like she's adventuring into a cave as a tribe? I don't know. Well, either way, I like this skin. I do feel like I forget it sometimes compared to other skins, but I think it's good for what it is. Now, we have Snowfall and Wendy, which is... This is just Elsa. I'm sorry, this is just Elsa Wendy, and I think it's funny. The skin is adorable. I'll give it that. Now, one thing that I like to do is... usually whenever a major world event occurs, or like the season changes, I like to swap skins for the occasion. Now, I don't own every skin in the game, but I do main Wendy, so I have most of her skins. Like on Winter, if I were to use either Elsa Wendy or Gladiator Wendy, chances are I'm more likely to use Elsa Wendy. Now, we have... crap, what is this called? Now we have Victorian Wendy, and... It is very thematically fitting for Wendy, but at the same time, I don't really have much of an opinion on this skin. I don't see a whole lot of occasion to use it, but I think it's fitting for Wendy. That's all I'm gonna say. Next is Supernatural Wendy, which is like Wendy if she was Nightmare Child out of a horror movie. That's what it's going for. And the skin is alright. Between this and Lure Plant Wendy, I do think I like Lure Plant Wendy more, but, this one, it's fine. I mean, I feel like they could have gone into it a bit more. The Rotting Flower is cool. I do think Wendy having the ghost dead white eyes already makes it even better. I don't know, I just feel like they could have committed a little more, because it's Wendy with messy hair and a white dress. But, I'll give it that. And now we have... what is this? Magmatic Wendy. I feel nothing about this. I don't feel anything for the skin. I feel nothing. I don't know. Like, the idea of Wendy, or just any character really, being themed around magma and fire, that's cool and all, but the portrait art doesn't really help. The colors just look kind of bland. I don't really feel anything for this skin. I don't think it's bad, but I also don't think it's good. Yeah. In fact, let me just get this out of the way. Because Wendy has Magmatic, Rose, and Formal, which are just 3 skins where Wendy's in a red dress, my opinion of all 3 of them is drastically diminished by that factor alone. Like, my opinion of those 3 is drastically diminished. Alright, now we have Triumphant Wendy. And... okay, so... this is just Wendy in a black dress. That's all this is. Now, it gets brownie points for the portrait art, and the purple flower is cool, but the main reason anyone loves this skin is because of the facial expression. Like, the change in her facial expression, it looks cool, and it's especially good for thumbnails. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that on a thumbnail. But, yeah, it's just Wendy in a black dress. But it does get some solid points for the facial expression and the flower. So, I think C tier is fair. And now we have Survivor Wendy. This is just Wendy with clothing damage. The only thing I like about this skin is that she has a skull in her hair instead of a flower. This is just Wendy with clothing damage. That's it. That's all it is. Okay, now we have Rosette Wendy, and I like the hair. That's about it. It's just Wendy in a red dress, kind of like Magmatic. I am split between D tier and F tier. I'm gonna put it in D tier, methinks. Okay. Alright. Nostalgic Wendy. Abigail and I shared everything, says the quote. I don't know. Like, the skin feels simplistic, but at the same time, the connection to Abigail and just the skin itself looking really cute, I think it's pretty good. I don't know, I think I like it better than base Wendy. Actually, I'm not too sure about that. Well, for now, I'll leave it there. And, oh boy. Freaking Guest of Honor Wendy. You want to know something funny? When I invited two friends to play Don't Starve for the first time, we all went Wendy, and then after our first 2-hour session had ended, one of them actively asked me to change skins because they couldn't tell the difference between us since all of us were Wendy. And once again, this is just Wendy in a red dress. It's... You know what? As much as I like the hair, I can't. It goes above this one, but... No, it's bad. And these last 5 skins, I think all of these are the really good ones. These are the ones that go into A tier and S tier. And so, Lurplant Wendy. For Wendy's Halloween skin of being themed as a monster from the Constant, I don't know why it's a Lurplant. That's maybe just a slight bit suspicious, but I just like it so much. The green hair actually looks really nice. Just the skin itself looks cool. And I especially love the eyeball in her hair instead of the flower, and even Abigail gets that. So, yeah, this skin is good. And then we have Verdant Wendy. This is great. This skin is just adorable in every way, like depressed fairy Wendy. I don't know why, but I just love it so much. Next on this list is Moonbound Wendy. There we go. Alright, and now we have Merrymaker Wendy. And between this skin, the Elsa skin, and the Gladiator skin, I think I'm most likely to use this one. I don't know why, but similar to the fairy, this is just depressingly adorable. Like, Wendy just looks so cute in this. I mean, all of her recent skins are just incredible, methinks, and that leaves us with Masquerade. I never thought I needed purple-haired Wendy in my life. Admittedly, she looks a little like Wickerbottom, but you see, the dress on this skin, that is an actually solid dress. It makes our triumphant Wendy look like a joke. And I don't know. I'll put it at the bottom. And there you have it. That is my skin tier list for all of Wendy's skins in Don't Starve Together. Now, feel free to share your personal ranking and list in the comments below, and let me know if you want me to do this again in the future. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, right after I made the original recording, the update dropped, and Wendy got another skin. She got a skin for 2 updates in a row. That is insane. Now, small change. I'm actually going to move this one up to A tier, and the new skin, this one is archaic, and I don't know what to say. Wendy almost looks like a little angel, like she ascended to heaven. I mean, I know that's not exactly the intention, but that's what it looks like to me. I love the flowers. I don't think it's quite on the same level as the ones up here. I'm gonna put it in A tier, but I do think I like Lure Plant just a bit more. And okay, there's the tier list. Ah!